Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamika. This is Library of Tomes, where I talk to you about all the bookish things going on in my life. Today we're flipping our schedule around. So this is normally Manga Monday. Apparently it's gonna be Manga Sunday today. So hi, how's it going? Today I am going to be doing my first impressions on Dissolving Classroom by Junji Ito. So this is going to be my first impressions on my channel. I did do a review of a manga, but this is going to be my first impressions kind of video on my channel for manga because I've never done one of these before. So I'm going to be doing a first impressions of Dissolving Classroom by Junji Ito. Normally I would do this for a series, but I really feel like I want to continue doing these for Junji Ito in particular, because if you all don't know, Junji Ito is my favorite mangaka. He does write horror manga and he is currently my favorite. I'm sure that this will change in the future, but as a whole, I really will pick up anything Junji Ito writes and releases because I just really love Junji Ito. So I am going to be doing first impressions for all of his books. I guess you can call these reviews more so, but let's hop on into it. I'm going to be reviewing Dissolving Classroom. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've already forgotten the names of the characters, but that's okay. That's typically what happens. So Dissolving Classroom follows a brother-sister duo who, everywhere they go and the people who get involved with them, bad things happen. I cannot tell you a ton of the actual plot of the story, because if I do, it's going to spoil most things. But essentially, this is an anthology type of story from Junji Ito where a bunch of short stories all work together to make one cohesive story. So we're following the brother and the sister. The brother apologizes over and over again, and every time he apologizes to someone, it starts to melt their brain. And the brother also, every time he is with a girl and he compliments her, it makes them turn into really grotesque, ugly, unhuman-like creatures. And the brother is actually worshiping Satan, so he is worshiping Satan in order to have this ability, and I guess in a way the things that he is doing is making they're sacrifices for Satan, and he did do some animal sacrifices and when he was younger, so be warned that that is in here going into it. The sister actually likes to eat brains, which is talked about quite a bit. So going into this one, you need to know that there's a lot of body horror in here. There's a lot of grotesque changes in someone's face. There's a lot of brains melting and oozing, people literally dissolving and turning into gross piles of mush, and then someone consuming that gross pile of mush. It's very disgusting, but it's really entertaining at the same time. It was exactly what I was looking for, because it hits that certain part of body horror that I particularly really enjoy, that doesn't make me cringe necessarily, but is still very disgusting. And if you are really in the mood for something that's super disgusting, and this is gonna hit the spot for you, this is definitely one that if you are not good with body horror, just completely steer clear of it, because it is completely body horror. I would say it's not scary body horror to an extent, because I don't feel like the gross factors make it scary. I don't really see the face changing or the brains melting or the people dissolving. I don't find that really that scary, but I can see how some people would be really grossed out by it. I love how all the stories wove together and made a cohesive story. I loved following the brother and sister in the different scenarios, watching them have to navigate the world together and figure out new situations. This was just in general a really good story. You do see characters from beginning stories come back into later ones. That's how they kind of interconnect. This is a shorter work from Junji Ito. I think this is only about 200 pages, so there's really not much else that I can tell you about it without spoiling it. The art was very good, obviously very detailed because it's Junji Ito. I just absolutely adore Junji Ito's art style. It is beautiful and so disgusting at the same time, and it's so interesting how he can craft stories like that, and I just love them. It is absolutely amazing. I love Junji Ito, and if you have not checked out Dissolving Classroom, I really do recommend you check it out. It is Not my favorite. My favorite is still Uzumaki, but this is definitely one that I really enjoyed, and I do recommend you kind of start with it if you're looking to get into Junji Ito. This is a shorter one. This is one you can read very quickly, and it is, like I said, I'm gonna say that if body horror doesn't bother you, this is not a scary one, so you can jump right in and have a good time with it. So that is my first impressions on Dissolving Classrooms by Junji Ito. If you have read this book, let me know what you think about it down in the comments. If you are interested in more Junji Ito content, let me know. I might start doing one first impressions of Junji Ito's work every single month, just so that we can kind of start getting through his backlist, because he does have so much in his backlist that I have to get to, and I've almost collected all of his work, so we're getting close to the point where I can just go all the way through it and marathon all of it. So I might do that if you want me to. If you're still in the comments, leave me a flower emoji down below. If you don't have access to emojis, just leave me a smiley face or whatever comment you want to leave, and I will chat with y'all in my next video. Bye everyone.